Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing a very serious and heartbreaking story that has the whole country talking. It happened in the quiet Agamo community in Akure North, Ondo State. If you are just joining us, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated on everything happening around us. Your support helps us bring you the news that truly matters. Now, let's get into the gist of what happened. Imagine a peaceful Wednesday evening, just around 7 p.m. The local ruler, Oba Kehinde Jacob Falodun, had just returned home from a trip and was sitting outside his palace to enjoy the cool evening breeze. Suddenly, the peace was broken. About 10 men, heavily armed and suspected to be bandits, stormed the palace. According to witnesses and the king's own wife, these men didn't come to talk, they came with a mission to abduct the monarch. But here is where the story gets very intense. These attackers tried to force the king to go with them into the forest, but the king refused to move. He stood his ground with so much courage. The reports from the family and the community are quite shocking. They say that when the king resisted, the gunmen actually opened fire on him. They shot at him several times. But the story being told in the village is that the bullets did not enter his body. Because they couldn't kidnap him and their guns weren't working as they expected, the attackers became very frustrated. They resorted to using heavy objects and other weapons to hit the king on his head and stomach. They eventually dragged him a short distance away from his house and left him there. By the time help arrived, the traditional ruler had passed away. It is such a sad end for a leader who was just trying to rest in his own home. Before we continue with the security update, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow. The whole community is currently in a state of shock and sadness. The king's wife, the Olori, shared her painful experience, explaining how she had to run into the bush to save her own life while the attackers were shooting. It is truly a terrifying situation. The Ondo State Police have confirmed this incident and they are not taking it lightly at all. They have teamed up with the Amotekun Corps, local hunters and other security groups to search the nearby bushes. They are determined to find these men and bring them to justice. This event has raised a lot of questions about how safe our traditional leaders are. Just a few weeks ago, another woman was kidnapped in this same area, which shows that there is a big security problem that needs to be fixed. People are asking if our kings should now have more security guards or if the local vigilantes need better equipment to fight these criminals. It's a very deep story that touches on our culture and our safety. We really need to look out for one another during these times. I want to know what you think about this situation. Do you think palaces should have more government security? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And before I go further into the details of the police investigation, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates. To continue with the gist, the situation in the community is very tense right now. The latest news from the police shows they are moving fast to catch those responsible. The police public relations officer, DSP Abayomi Jimoh, has confirmed that they have already started a serious manhunt. They aren't just using regular police officers, they have brought in the tactical teams, which are the highly trained specialists. They are working side by side with the Amotekun Corps, local hunters and a security group called Atuluse Security to search every corner of the nearby forests. The search is focused on the Itag-Bolu axis, which is the direction the attackers were seen running towards. The police are asking anyone with information to come forward. They are even encouraging people to use the emergency numbers to report anything strange they see. It's a moment where everyone has to be the eyes and ears of the community. Before I tell you more about the community's reaction, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep bringing you these important stories. The people of Agamo and the surrounding villages are naturally very scared. Some shops have stayed closed and people are returning home earlier than usual. They are worried because this isn't the first time something like this has happened in Akure North. Remember, just last month, a pregnant woman was taken in a nearby community. People are now calling on the state government to set up more permanent security posts in these rural areas to stop these bandits from coming out of the bushes to attack peaceful villages. The most touching part of the story is how the king's family is holding up. The Olori is still in shock, but she's being supported by family and friends. The community is also planning a meeting to discuss how to better protect their town. It's a very difficult time for everyone, and it shows that we need to be more vigilant than ever. The police have promised that they will not leave any stone unturned until they find the people who did this to the monarch. It's a story that reminds us to always value our peace and security. We will keep following this investigation and bring you any new updates as soon as we get them. If you want to stay in the loop, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next update.